Good morning, everyone. We are in our final phases here for us to be locking down the homestead. Uh-oh, the bucklings are mad. Mama's walked away. They're over here. Oh, goodness. Anyway, okay, guys, let me explain what's going on with our little bucklings. They are officially weaned off of mom. We did ban them, which means we castrated them. It is a 2-week process, so they have to be kept away from the girls while those bands are doing their work. And as you can hear, they are definitely complaining. And the reason they're complaining is because their 2 mamas walked up here to see me, thinking I might be giving some food or something out. Now, mamas are heading back to the boys, so things should calm down here. The boys are getting ready. We're getting ready to move them into the buck pen. And see how bad it gets when we do that, because usually that's a 2-week process of crying babies. So we'll have to wait and see. But back to on task. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. We have 2 rounds of hay we're picking up late this afternoon. And then we're closing our gate. And we're not locking it, but we are going to be having a chain around it. And that pretty much tells people to stay out. The gate is posted, no trespassing, so we are going on official lockdown. We will be limiting how much we go out, if at all. We have stocked things to take us further. We actually did another big shop run. The day before yesterday, I believe it was. Saturday, we did another big run. And we got things like canned chicken, which we already have stocked, guys. We just got more of it. We got canned tuna. We got chili with no beans, which means it's like a ground beef or a ground pork with a chili sauce. So we just got some basic stuff to supplement what we already have, and it's more protein we put into the house. We got 10 pounds of block cheese, and the reason we got block cheese because it will last a lot longer. As long as that seal is not broken, that cheese is going to last a long, long time. Oh my goodness. We did pick up some shoes and boots that we felt we were in need of. What else? We got a thermometer, because unfortunately my thermometers always end up being used for the goats. So we got ourselves a thermometer, so if we start feeling sick, we can monitor that. We did get some Vicks Vapor Rub. I had some here, but I didn't feel it was going to be enough. And I'm trying to think of what else we got. We got some yellow rice, because we enjoy yellow rice, so why not have some on hand? We got some more Bear Creek soups. We got 2 big packs. I know, I'm trying to do a video. We got 2 big packs of toilet paper. This is why they're having a meltdown. Mamas are all over here. I feel bad for them, guys, but reality is they were trying to have their boy time with my girls, and that ain't acceptable. So they had to be separated. And every time moms walk away, we have meltdowns, so. Anyway, we did some topping off of our preps. Now, keep in mind, I get comments all the time. Guys, this is topping off. This is not my core long-term preps. I have 3 years worth of food stored. I'm prepared. I got thousands of gallons of water plus a well I can run on a generator. I have tons of water. We are not going to go without. We know what we're doing. We've got medical supplies. We've been stocking, guys, for at least 7 or 8 years now. And yes, we have our 5-gallon buckets of rice, beans, sugar, pasta, spice packets, all kinds of stuff. So we have been doing this for a long, long time. We are not new to this. If you go back and watch some of my videos, I show you how to put things in Mylar bags. I show how I'm canning. So we do have a ton of supplies here. Unfortunately, with a smaller house, it's been a huge challenge. but we're still adding to those preps. I probably have 6 months to a year's worth of freeze-dried foods. And that's stuff that I've gotten from my Thrive Life, that I get a monthly shipment. Every month I get at least one protein, which is to us is meat. Even though beans are a protein, we have already stocked all our beans, and our beans have been stocked for probably, I stopped stocking beans 4 years ago because we have so many beans stocked. So our next line of prepping was getting freeze-dried vegetables and freeze-dried meats, freeze-dried dairy, those kind of items which are a little harder for the average person to put back. So by someone else doing the work, I have a guaranteed 25-year shelf life on those freeze-dried items. So that's why I went to Thrive Life, because of the fact that it's lightweight. So if I had to throw all my Thrive Life in my truck and bug out, I could do that without weighing down the truck. You try and do that with your home canned products, you have glass jars breaking, you have the weight of those products, so it takes up a lot more thought to bug out with home canned stuff versus freeze-dried. So that's kind of the thought behind that. Now, we bugged out 3 years ago, guys. We left that big fancy home, we left that gated community, and we came here. This property was bought as a bug out location. It was bought as a weekend getaway. It was being developed just for that purpose. And when the shit hit the fan in our lives, this was our backup plan. And this is where we ended up. And I can't even tell you how much we absolutely love living here. So sometimes our best laid plans end up being changed as life hits us with curveballs. So, those babies, oh my gosh. I have one goat on baby watch, and that's Latte. We're getting about a gallon of fresh raw goat's milk a day right now. And I'm milking Oreo, which I said, she's not milkable, but she has the best milk. You know what? With everything that's happening right now around the world, I said, dang it, I'm not going to keep feeding a goat that I can't milk, especially who provides some of the best milk out of my herd. So it's like, her and I have been wrestling, and I've got her to the point now where I can get her to stand long enough for me to milk her out. It's still a struggle, guys. It's actually embarrassing how much of a struggle it is. But it's about persistence and tenacity. She thinks she's going to win. She's not. She's the herd queen, so she thinks she's going to be the queen of me. I'm teaching her that's not what's happening. She does get rewarded. I have to literally drag her up that ramp and onto the milk stand and then lock her in. And then I give her grain, alfalfa pellets. So she is getting a treat for her giving us milk. So it's a good proposition on both sides. And I can tell you she's given me about a quart of milk she gives me twice a day. So she's a half-gallon milker a day. And Nala is giving me the other half-gallon. So we are swimming in goat's milk. We're swimming in fresh eggs from our chickens here on the property. So we are in a very good position. Now, one of the things we're trying to make a decision on is a freezer. We are totally off grid here. We have no electricity coming from an outside source to our property. We rely solely on our solar system. So our solar system has to be able to handle the additional appliance. He's being crazy. Tundra! We have to be able to handle that additional appliance and the power that it takes. So, Tundra's running around because he's wet. Are you crazy? Oh, you big boy. Oh my gosh. He somehow found water. Don't know how, but he did. Some of the other things we've put in place. we've got the milk, so we got dairy, we got cheese we can make. We can make yogurt. There's a few things we can make with that goat's milk. And that's why I'm going to keep them in milk. I'm sorry, this dog's killing me. I told you, he makes me laugh all the time. Oh my God, he's nuts. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Anyway, guys. So we have the goats thing going on, and we'll have babies within 5 days. We should have all the goats delivered. So that's happening. We got enough supplies in to continue on with our projects in the cabin. So that's happening. And as you can see, the sun is out. I'm in a regular shirt, no jackets, no sweater. We have hit a warm front, and it looks like spring is here to stay for us. The next 10 days, we're going to be in the 80-degree mark every single day. The garden is growing. It's flourishing. It's doing very good. We picked up a hose now that's totally dedicated from the well to the garden so I can keep it watered, because that's going to be one of our hurdles, is keeping that garden watered, because we have no rain coming in. None for the next 10 days. So we got to make sure we can water that garden. Oh, can you see what's going on behind me? Anyway, so I'm trying to think what else we have covered. We've got the animal feed put up, which I had a video out on that. The hay will be done today. The gate will be closed. And someone said fear-mongering. Guys, I'm not fear-mongering. You do what you feel best for your family. Jim and I both would be considered at high risk if we contracted this virus. We are both almost 60 years old. We both have health issues. Jim tends to have a lot of lung issues between allergies, bronchitis, that kind of stuff. And he tends to pick things up. We are going to do what we need to keep us safe, us healthy. And if I can encourage just one person out there to get enough food in the house to last more than a week, I've done something in my heart that I feel I needed to do. Are we terrified? No. I mean, come on, people. Why would we be terrified? But you need to be aware, you need to be prepared, and you need to be watching, because this is just begun. If this takes off, which I don't feel it will, I don't think it's going to take a hold of us like it did in the country of origin. And I'm going to be very vague here, because YouTube is demonetizing everything that has to do with this. So I'm being vague. We all know where it started. We all know that it's here. There are now 2 deaths in Florida. There's like 8 people infected in Florida. Some are fairly close to us. So we're going to be doing what we feel is necessary for us. We are preppers. We've been preparing for something like this for a long time. Did I freak out over Ebola? I don't even think I mentioned it in one video. Did I freak out over SARS? Absolutely not. This is different. This has already shut down one country's production of just about everything they make. That's pretty serious. You already have Italy shutting down, quarantining, high infection rates, high death rates. You have Iran, same thing, high infection rates, high death rates, and I don't even think they're reporting half of what's going on. To this day, I'm telling you, the country of origin has fudged their numbers horribly. Why? One, they're a communist country, and it makes them look weak to their enemies, basically. If we knew they had millions of people infected and hundreds of thousands dying, that makes them very vulnerable on the world network, guys. Very vulnerable. If you think they're telling us the truth, rethink it. Why would they? Why would they tell us the truth? They're not. I think every number you've seen published for that originating country, you can add a 0 to 2 zeros to every number. Now tell me that isn't terrifying. But we're not there. We don't live like they do. We live totally different. We have different hygiene practices, and we have a very proactive system to try and control and contain this. Some people saying this is the deep state. Guys, I don't buy into that crap. I just don't. I mean, if it turns out that that's what happened, I hope they hang every one of them from the nearest tree. It's just how I feel. Our country is going through enough strife right now trying to deal with this without adding that type of fear-mongering. I don't think it's a deep state thing. I don't think it's a government thing. But that doesn't mean I'm right. What I think is that it is possibly a bioweapon that got out of control in the originating country, and that country did not contain it, whether purposely or not, and now it's through 103 countries are now infected. There's over 20-some states in this country infected. So it is definitely something to pay attention to, be watching, be aware. I mean, do what you feel you need to for your household. But if the shit hits the fan here, you better have enough food, water, supplies in your house to get by. Because when everything comes to a dead stop, which is a small chance, I really believe it's a small chance that that could happen. If it happens and you are not prepared, you are the one paying the price. Nobody else is going to pay the price but you and your family. So you have to decide what's important. I hear a lot of these, I don't have any money. Okay, stop smoking your cigarettes. Stop buying Starbucks coffee. Stop buying games online. There's a lot of things you can stop doing. Take $5 to the Dollar Tree and you can get yourself a lot of food for $5. You can get 2 pounds of beans, 2 pounds of rice, several jars or cans of spaghetti sauce. You can get boxes of macaroni and cheese. Do something. You have to do something if you feel you have a concern. So that's kind of where I'm at today. This is on my mind a lot because I really feel that the whole prepping community is not wrong on this. And like I said, I'm going to do what I need to for my home, my family, and now I'm going to throw out the challenge to you guys. What are you doing for you guys and your homes and your families? I understand people have to go to work every day. What are you doing to take precautions? Let me know in the comments section. All right, guys, take care. God bless.